If I'm a Ravens fan, I'm pissed off today.
It certainly should be. But guess what, guys? It's time for Steelers Realm Podcast Victory Monday edition. So let's go with it. Producer, cue up the video and let's.
Welcome to the Steelers Realm Podcast. And now, here are the boys of Steelers Realm.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Steeler Nation, it is a Victory Monday, and against the dreaded Ravens as well, too. I'm one of your hosts, guys, JT, along with my pals, the famous DA and a producer. Welcome, guys.
Welcome,
Victory
JT.
Monday. Let's go.
Yeah, man. So cool to put the hammer down. And, Steelers fans thought we had it kind of rough. It was pretty rough week last week. But you know what? Ravens are feeling that heat this week. This was a rough one, TA.
Oh, absolutely. But, I didn't think we were going to do the show today. I thought maybe we'd go ahead and take the words of the immortal Aaron Rodgers, and maybe this means that you guys would shut the hell up for a week.
We got to shut the hell up for a week. Yeah, there's been some great quotes come out of there. No doubt.
Oh,
I guess
sure has been.
if you can run one in for a touchdown and break out the discount double check, then you can harass the media a little bit and say kind of an FU.
Wait, did you see him after that play when he scored the touchdown and yelled, "I'm here to play" or whatever?
Yeah, when he ran it in, he gave the discount double check, man. He hasn't done that for a long time.
Well, on that particular play there, we all caught that too. And we were like, you know what? Maybe this team is just going to have fun today, because this is a team that we kind of all thought at the beginning of the season, this is how they would be.
Yeah.
Why
much earlier.
Right. Why are we waiting until the month of December to see this?
We've been saving it until now.
That's Tomlin's unleashing hell again.
Unleashing hell in the month of December. Yes.
But I don't know who said it at the very beginning of the game, but he laid it out perfectly. Was it Romo who said, this game will define the rest of Tomlin's season?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure has.
I
don't hope it does. I hope this is the one that begins to define it.
Well, I think we all hope that, and we all wanted that, and all expect that, and we really want to see Aaron win that first playoff game. But come on, guys, can you not feel just a little bit like we've seen this movie before?
No, I'm on cloud nine right now. We just won a game. Let's go.
Yeah, well, hey, TA's non-Italian Army. Welcome, buddy. Yeah, shout out to you too, man. Well, I'm guessing TA's non-Italian Army is going to fill us in on some of those thoughts as well too. But how about some of the? Did you guys catch? And we'll get into the nuts and bolts of the game here. But did you guys catch the? Whose interview was it? It was DK's. And Rodgers and several other players. This was their first Steelers-Ravens game, rivalry game. And so it lived up to it, man. It certainly lived up to it.
Sure did.
Yeah, I bet those guys are looking forward to the second one as well, too. Bring it back home. Bring it back home. We'll do it again. But
I'm hoping we'll have the division cleaned up by then, so it'll mean nothing.
Yeah. So here we are back on the lead again in a conference that is probably just not that good this year. Cleveland, they're eliminated. Mm-hmm. Cincinnati, with that loss last night, they got a long way to go to still be considered for it. DK.
Yeah, I'm not even sure Cincinnati, you can put them in this program anymore. I mean, they're at what, 3-8 now, or what is it? What's the record now?
They'd be 4-9, right? Maybe
4-9.
Something.
Yeah, like I'm going to have to say that pretty much that Buffalo game eliminated them. So now we're back down to a two-headed race.
I don't think mathematically yet.
Yeah,
well, mathematically, yes. I think, the Miami Dolphins mathematically are still in this somehow. Whereas at the New York Jets, I get so confused sometimes.
Jets were eliminated. Dolphins are 6-7. They're on a 4-game winning streak.
Right.
But right now, we just got to kick the Ravens' butts.
Yeah, I mean, we took care of business. We won the game we had to win. And I don't know how much the pressure and the inconsistency and everything after the Bills game leading up through this week, but these guys, for whatever reason, they were feeling it this week. They were up this week. Let's hope they can find that level every week and play it out and be playing like this in December. And of course, there's a lot to clean up there too, guys, but at least we're in a position right now. Now we control it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, we control our destiny right now. And the way they responded after that Bills loss is impressive to see. Hopefully they can continue that as we get into December.
Oh,
here's the thing I'm wondering. Is there a glitch in the matrix? Did anybody notice that just 6 weeks, or I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, we were being told that we had the roughest schedule to complete the end of the season.
That's right.
And then on Sunday, Lord and behold, the sky opened up, the stars started to shine, the sun was down, and now we've got the second easiest schedule to the end of the year. What am I missing?
I don't know.
Is it because those 2 games are no longer played? We can eliminate them. Now we're on easy street. Hell, if that was the case, why did they make a big deal of it a couple of weeks ago? Why didn't they just say, once the Steelers go ahead and lose these next 2 weeks, they're on easy street for the rest of the year?
I don't know. But the Ravens have one hell of a schedule to end the year, so we do have an easy path.
Yeah, but they had an easier schedule than we did when they announced that.
I don't know what happened.
Do you know what I'm talking about, JT?
Yeah, exactly. How did that change, and how did Baltimore's schedule become more difficult than ours?
Yeah, the only thing that I can think of to figure this out is because we played the Bills and shit. Damn it, this has been such a long season. I can't even remember who we play anymore.
Patriots, Colts?
No. Just 2 weeks ago.
Bears.
Thank you. The Bears. We just got beat yesterday.
They did.
By the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That team's looking good, guys.
Yeah. Honestly, the Bears should have won that game.
I mean, they just respond. Every time they just respond and move the ball down the field, man.
And they made it look really easy, JT.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? They got their hands full coming up next week. Because they face next week the 11-2 Denver Broncos.
Should be a good game.
But you know what? This is a team, I'm telling you, they are just I feel bad for the Broncos fans. They are going to go ahead and make it to the show, and they're going to get eliminated in that first round.
They will. They probably play the Chargers round 1, so yeah.
Yeah, I think the Chargers are the better team at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, they're both 7-2 in their conference, right?
Yeah.
They're only 2 games apart. Mm-hmm. So,
right.
I mean, yeah. It's anybody's game. But we talked about this. This is where we start to separate the men from the boys.
Right.
Yep.
Hey, and don't write off Houston either with that defense, man.
Oh man, yeah, like where did they come from all of a sudden? I mean, they put a hurting on KC last night.
Yes, they certainly did, which was fun. That was fun to see.
It was fun.
Aren't they basically out of the playoffs now?
No. They're still
Chiefs
mathematically in there.
Okay. Yeah, Chiefs.
Yeah.
they're going to go on a run.
But either way, the fans didn't tune in to listen to us rammer on about the other ones. They want to know what we think about our beloved Steelers. And I actually thought about starting out like, here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl. Here we go. But
our non-Italian Army friend there, yeah, we're going to talk about that running game. So let's bring it up.
What running game are you talking about?
What running game?
What do you mean running game? Those 4 carries that Gainwell needed to get the whopping 15 yards. I mean, that was some tough stuff, man.
Ooh, I'm proud, man. Really
proud. So here we go. Some quick recap here. Steelers 27-22. I'm not going to go through the play-by-play and quarter-by-quarter, but let me just say I wasn't impressed with the fourth quarter again. But anyhow, Rodgers actually was on. He said in his post game he was feeling good. Some days at this age, you're feeling okay, and some days you're feeling great. He said, and I was feeling great. So, yeah, 284 yards posted, ran one in, and tossed one. So the one to Jalen Warren was a pass screen.
Yeah,
32 or 34 yards.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, while I'm on that, I sent a statistic out a little bit earlier, which was interesting. Really didn't catch this. Nobody else did, but let's see. He actually did I send that to you guys too? About Rodgers. He actually maybe it's further. But anyhow, he set a new record or got to the next guy. I think he tied Joe Montana with a number of games where he ran one in and threw a touchdown.
Oh,
right.
Nice.
Where he was 1 for 1.
Did you see that?
I seen it, but I don't believe you sent that to us. No.
No, I thought I put it in. No.
If you did, I didn't see it.
I didn't see either.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, here it is.
Yes, you did.
Rodgers has 22 games with a touchdown pass and a rushing touchdown, surpassing Steve Young, 31 games for the third most games with at least one touchdown pass and one rushing touchdown in NFL history. So, congrats.
Yeah, and then pretty much said he's going to sit there in third now because there's probably no way he's ever going to catch Josh Allen at 50 games and Cam Newton at 45.
Hell no.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, but a nice uptick in that performance, though. I thought he was on. His passes looked crisp. Some of his throws, man, were like, holy shit.
So
dude could whip it.
So besides, shocking everybody coming out first snap, 52-yarder, right into the old bread basket. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, did that really just happen?" The one thing that I want to point out, last week he was kind of hard on his receivers about not paying attention in film class, not doing hand signals, not doing this, not doing that. Did you guys notice that when these receivers were out there and there was a change? I mean, there was hands flying. They were doing that crazy hand jive out there, man.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody was doing it, looking at each other, making sure that they monkey see, monkey do. Hey, we got to go.
That's right. He was running the show, man. That's kind of what we saw in glimpses earlier in the year, and then we kind of went into this slide. But, another fun fact, thanks for bringing that up. TA's non-Italian Army. Rodgers' second player of all time to have a reception at the ripe age of 42. The only other one, Jerry Rice. What are you eating, Jerry? Jerry's eating rice.
What I want to know was the pass in his catch to him for -6 yards the first time in NFL history?
Maybe.
For his passing catch?
For -6 yards.
Yeah, the one where he had to get down on his knees and pray that we did not lose the ball.
Yeah. He was pissed too because there was a lot of extra activity going on underneath there, and he was getting pissed because they were messing with his other arm, trying to pull his other arm.
Oh yeah, they were definitely playing a little bit below the belt on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Rodgers is our Otani.
Don't worry, Rodgers is still young, man. Still young.
Yeah. So, just an interesting. Was this one of those things? I heard one of the Ravens say somewhere throughout that they were complaining like it's like they know what we're doing every time. Did you catch that at all?
Well,
nah.
There
I don't
is
know if it was a Raven interview or if it was some sideline audio or whatever, but God, there was a lot of frustration on the Raven side. And we were there the last week of what they were going through. And this game meant a lot. This was their come to Jesus moment where they claim the throne again and kick us dirty old Steeler fans off the throne, but to no avail. To no avail.
Well, I can definitely sympathize with them because did you guys notice TJ Watt ran to the running back every single time? Derrick Henry was lucky if he got a 2-yard jump before he had number 90 jumping on his back. And then even when they tried to bring it the other way, Highsmith jumped on that bandwagon doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and let's face it, we didn't hear much from Andrews, and we'll talk about the likely, but we really did know what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but unfortunately,
he would loop inside and get a free rush like 3 times against Derrick Henry.
Well, looking at the box score, he ran the ball 25 times. Mm-hmm. Didn't break 100, averaged 3.8, no touchdowns, and his longest was 19. But
I mean, the first half he was pretty invisible. Derrick Henry actually, we did a great job the first half of stopping him.
Well, it'd be interesting to see how many of those were like second half or fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think most of them did. He seemed like he was on the sideline. After bringing Caden Mitchell actually gave them a spark. Had that?
Yeah, he did. He had several. He ripped off several runs. And again, didn't you see? And I think TJ finally started sealing the edge, but they were getting a lot of runs out over the edge, just like Buffalo did against us too. So,
I mean, yeah, they were going after that like Buffalo did.
Yeah, definitely.
But you got to remember too, by the time the fourth quarter rolled around, they were trying to play catch up. So Derrick Henry pretty much sat on the sideline there, especially when he was just starting to gain speed. Because
the
end of that third, beginning of that fourth was when Henry really started putting a hurt into us. And I got to admit, you made mention earlier, that you didn't want to get into the, play-by-play in the box scores. But I do have to point this out. When we were there at 27 to 9 or something like that, did it feel like you could go ahead and put the blood pressure cuff away? You didn't need the bottle of oxygen. You almost felt like it was okay to kick back in the recliner a little bit, maybe take a little bit of a nap. And then all of a sudden, like somebody sprinkled some pixie dust, boom, the heart monitor's back on my chest. I got my cuff and I'm squeezing the shit out of it right now. And yeah, I'm on Valium. I'm like, we really had an opportunity to just kind of put this game away, and we let them back in.
Well, here's a quick rundown. Fourth quarter, Ravens 10 plays, 54 yards, field goal, 27-19. Steelers 3 plays, 5 yards, took 2 minutes and 24 seconds off the clock. Ravens get the ball, 9 plays, 50 yards, 409, 27-22. Pittsburgh gets the ball back. How many plays?
3.
3 plays.
Oh, we run 3 seconds off
yards.
there.
Yeah. Ravens get the ball, 12 plays, 70 yards, turnover on downs. So great stop when we needed to there, finally.
But the point is, did we have to even be there?
Hell no.
Why do we decide to stop everything that was working and just like shutting the lights off? Nope, we're done. Put her back in the box, boys. We can't play with Jack anymore.
Well, at that point, they turned it over on downs. All they had to do was they used 2 timeouts on that drive, right? Their last 2 timeouts on that drive. If we'd have picked up a first down, pretty much the game was over at that point. But what do? We go 3 plays, 3 yards.
Plus, we didn't even use all their timeouts. Inflation there.
Yeah. But they go 9 plays. They get down to, where was it? They were within range. Pittsburgh 39, and then they go for it on 4th. And what happens? Good coverage in the backfield, and guess who finally gets the sack? Highsmith gets the sack. Seal the deal. End of game. Love it too. But those 3 possessions, 3 and outs, man, that's.
We went into conservative mode and took the gas off the pedal, and that's what happens when you do that against a good team like the Ravens.
And Tomlin seems to do that all the time. Like, we're going to go out there and rush the ball 6 times in a row and burn up 4 minutes. It doesn't happen that way. They know we're going to run. They stack the box, and we're 3 and out with 27 seconds off the play clock.
My father said they had 15 guys on the line when we ran it that first down on that final offensive series.
So let's just flip the script here for a minute. What would have happened? Okay, we pretty much took the gas off the entire second half. All right, and we went into coast mode and prevent mode and all that stuff that doesn't allow you to win. And that likely would have been a touchdown and made it 29-27. Could we have flipped the switch back on that quickly to march down the field to give Boz a chance for the game winner?
Well, I don't know. Third quarter, we pretty much owned OTA.
We did, absolutely. We put 10 up on the board.
8 plays, 50 yards, field goal. The boss came through. We traded. They came back 6 plays, scored a touchdown, 2016. What do? We come back 6 plays, 80 yards, score a touchdown, 27-16. Feeling pretty comfortable going into the fourth quarter there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
then we just reverted back to our usual form that fourth quarter, unfortunately.
Yeah, I guess, what is this? The prevent defense?
It's the let them score defense.
I guess, and I'm thinking, TA, where my mind was going right there. I'm thinking, well, NFL must not really want the Steelers to win this. They're just keeping it going here. I don't know. But, yeah. Back to the Ravens fans. They were not very happy with that touchdown nullified, which was called a touchdown on the field at the time. And at that point in time, all scoring plays are reviewed, right?
Yeah.
So it was reviewed. I mean,
and let's face it, that's the one thing that the NFL is getting very good at. If the refs aren't sure of it, call it what can be reviewed so they can go back in and take a peek at it and get it right. And I'm all for that. I have no problem with that at all. But I will say this, we've been on the receiving end of that with Jesse James.
We sure have.
Very similar situation. But here's the thing that I don't look, I understand the rule of a catch, okay? You got to, first of all, have possession of the ball. We all know that. We've got to have 2 feet down or at least 1 foot in another body part. Great, granted, we know that too. And then, of course, there's the football move. Okay, got it. All right. All 3 of those make a great thing. But now here's what I think is contradictive, especially in the end zone on this. And again, it's not to stick up for the Ravens or not, but I think it's the NFL needs to look at it.
Mhm.
If that play would have happened outside of the end zone and it would have been 1-2 foot, and as he was reaching for the pylon and he hit the pylon, even if he just brushed it, okay, that may have been a football move. Or even if he had a fell short and that ball just barely broke the crust of that white line, again, broke the plane. That's a touchdown. Why is that not a touchdown when you're inside the end zone?
I don't know. But I still got to give props to JPJ. He, didn't give up on the play and knocked it out the last second, which I kind of made up for it. He made a bad play. They gave him 4 points earlier.
Yeah, but you know what? JPJ, did you ever even that one earlier in the game, man, where he got called for pass interference?
Yeah,
man, that was some pretty
points.
ticky-tacky stuff. And I've been noticing here the last couple of weeks, JPJ is getting some pretty ticky-tacky calls where other corners are getting away with that stuff.
Yeah.
Have you
it's like the league picked him as grabby corner, and now he gets called every freaking time he even touches somebody.
Right. Which is absolutely asinine.
Yeah, that was as asinine as the call on Minka when he blocked the field goal. Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And all he did was he just had a hand as he was going up. He would just had a hand on the guy, but can't use that. That's considered leverage.
Okay, so now the NFL though, JT, because please explain this to me. The NFL had a nice little conversation with Harbaugh and the crew about the personal foul that happened on Kuntz. And when is it against the NFL rules to go between the center and the guard to try to block a punt? Which I gotta admit, he was right in that. But I mean, the Minka play was just a tap and go. He kind of bulldozed and pushed out of the way.
Yeah.
I don't know what's right and what's wrong.
I know. Pretty vague there.
I don't know. It was the whole game. There was like plays like Zay Flowers' catch where they wrote a catch when it wasn't, and then we had a catch reverse that we caught clearly. Like they just couldn't figure out what the hell a catch was the whole freaking game.
Yeah.
Well, and they definitely relied on instant replay to make sure there was a lot of things that were properly done. But I think at the end of the day, you just can't help but walk away from this game saying, okay, did we win this game? Did the Ravens win this game? Or did the refs win this game, i.e. the NFL won this game?
Well, here's the thing. The first 3 or 4 calls in the game that were huge that led the Ravens back in this game were all bad calls that went against us. So I think it's just even out at the end of the game.
Yeah, and there were several big plays where I saw blatant holding that didn't get called on the Ravens.
Yeah. There was a big third down that they held TJ where Lamar ran for it, and Lamar doesn't get away if the guy doesn't hold TJ there.
And I agree with you on that. But then again, it's like, what is holding anymore in the NFL, especially on an edge rusher? And not to change the subject, but you go ahead and you look at that Ohio State-Indiana game. Did anybody watch that game?
Yeah.
Caught some of it, but then, yeah. I really wanted to watch that game.
So where I was going with this, just real quick, and we'll get back on topic. There were 2 pivotal plays where Indiana was able to capitalize and win the game on 2 very blatant holding off of the right edge coming over on the left tackle, and was clearly held. The one time the left tackle threw him on the ground. Ooh. Now, I thought you weren't allowed to tackle the defensive player.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can?
But I guess they were, hey, this is the black and blue game. Got to let some of that stuff go. Let them beat each other up. Speaking of which,
we didn't come out unscathed, JT.
No. And, that hit them low. You got to hit them low. Harbaugh.
I was going to say, how many players did Derrick Henry take out of the game? Like 3, 4?
Yeah, but he got taken out there. Concussion protocol. Also, Malik Harrison At one point in time, one of the announcers couldn't figure out who he was. Did you remember that?
I do,
Like
but
number 50.
I tell you what, I knew who it was, and as soon as I seen the replay, and I couldn't help but think of Shazier. That number 50, neck and head going back in an awkward place, flat out on the ground. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if that's the case, man, burn that jersey today. But
I'm surprised Washington got his belt wrong. I didn't think that was possible.
Well, hey, you imagine this.
Oh, he came down on his head, man. That's why.
Right, okay. 325 pounds going down on that melon. Wham! That's a lot of weight.
That'll rattle any watermelon there, no doubt.
Look, I'm pretty sure if that happened to you, producer, you weren't getting back up off the ground.
Just put me on a misery at that point.
To the bat cave.
To the bat cave. But
yeah, so Pete too, right off the bat. It was early in the game too. We lost Pete.
Well, it was midway point through the third quarters when we lost Pete.
Okay.
Yeah. But the thing about the Pete one is, I'm not quite sure I know where the concussion took place at. It had to have been the play before, and they must have missed it and lined up, because it shows him running backwards, and he just kind of lost his balance and then fell on his ass. Like,
yeah, and then
I was gonna say, I think he just fell on his big old ass.
Yeah, and then he just sat there like,
I need help. Life alert.
Yeah, help! I've fallen and I can't get out.
And then what was the call on Echols, which, he's every time he's in there, man, he's effective. You know what I mean?
He had that one sack, and he had great coverage on Zay Flowers. Right. Had a pass deflection.
Right. That's right. Yeah, had a couple key plays, but I didn't see where he came off hobbled.
Well, he came off for concussion protocol as well, but he was able to get back into the game.
Was there a line to the concussion tent?
I think so. It was take a number. 44, ladies, that's me. Get your cold cuts.
Hey, get over here. Come on, let's go. Yeah, so. Well, hey, I want to hand out some gold goblets here, guys.
Oh, we get gold goblets today?
Yeah, the golden goblets.
Golden goblets.
Wine. Of course, got to give it to. How about we'll start off with you, TA. Who's your offensive golden goblet winner?
You know what? I'm going to have to give it to Aaron Rodgers, just due to the simple fact that, he stated you guys got to get in the film room. He said you guys aren't paying attention to your funky hand jive. And he starts out with, he ends up with 103% passer rating. Everything he did was crisp and clean. Yeah. They did the funky hand jive. Maybe there was something to it, and he caught it. So kudos to you, Mr. Rodgers. Now, if that is the case, the only thing I ask is let's not let up from now until the Super Bowl.
Exactly. We got to build on this. We can't just fall back again.
Exactly.
One step forward, 2 steps back.
And as Tomlin would say, start stacking them. We got to start stacking them, JT.
Yeah. I'm going to give a bronze goblet to the offensive line, too, because they gave him lots of time.
Yeah.
Passing downs.
Who would have thunk 0 sacks against the Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah, really.
And a 42-year-old quarterback who's not mobile, who all of a sudden looked like he had ice skates on out there, slipping and sliding and ducking and diving and completing passes. Did he get a contract with Ben Gay? Did they help loosen up some ligaments?
Maybe.
Maybe so. How about you, producer?
Well, it's got to be DK Metcalf for me, because he actually came in, played some good damn football, had 146 yards on 7 catches. He looked amazing. He had more yards than he had in the last 4 games combined. He looks great. I think they even said he doubled his 20-plus yard catches on the year as well. So,
plus, he played gunner in the last punt of the game.
Yeah. He was in there for Skowronek at the end.
That's right. Speaking of which, we'll get the special teams there, but my man Skowronek, definitely. And then, of course, Jaylen Warren was that 38-yard touchdown catch. and run. And how about this was a little disturbing to me though, guys. Muth was freaking wide open at like the 15, 13-yard line going like, I'm open. And like, I don't know. That I'm like, man, what is going on? Why is there reluctance to go to Muth?
I mean, it took Washington injury just to get involved.
It was ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. He would have been in the game if not for Washington getting hurt. They just don't like him. I don't know what he did, to be honest.
I don't know.
And here's the other thing. Let's be real. If that wouldn't have resulted in a touchdown to Jaylen Warren, that would have been the talk today.
Yeah, you're right. You're
wide open Muth could have had a touchdown, and the great Aaron Rodgers missed him.
I mean, both guys open. He's just Jaylen was closer. So
yeah, I think that was one of the comments one of the announcers made too.
He said
it was much easier to throw.
Muth was 8 yards away.
Yeah, much easier to throw 3 yards than 8 yards away.
Yeah,
but it sure didn't look hard throwing that 52-yard bomb.
Not I didn't know you could throw that far.
Several of those.
I mean, Rodgers has an arm. He has proven that. But what is
I don't know why we can't throw the ball more than 10 yards when we saw it. He ripped one to Austin for 30-plus yards as well.
God, that's right. That was nice to see.
Yes, it was.
Interesting. Rome was not active.
Well, no, because we had to make room for the old fellers, you know.
Adam time at home wide receivers.
MVS.
Yeah, and Thielen back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, which he got a catch. And did you guys see his comment after he's like, he feels alive again to actually be out there playing. That dude's like, he's seeing a resurgence. His last couple games, he's going to go out on top, dude. He wants to go out on top.
Well,
2 whole yards.
I hope so.
Let's go.
But I got to hand it to Rodgers. Right there at the end, though, he did try to go ahead and squeeze one in there to Marquez as well to go ahead and make sure he got on the board, and that didn't quite happen.
But you know what? All these big, tough guys, didn't you see? Did DK have a better game because we had a couple other big, pseudo threats out there as well, too? I don't know.
You know, we kind of joked around about that in the garage early in the game. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you going to tell me these two old timers, because they showed up all of a sudden, Rodgers can go ahead and throw to DK Metcalf? I want to see if there's consistency to this before I go out on the limb and agree with any of that, JT. But it was noticeable, yes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think it was the offensive coach actually opened up the freaking game plan and let us throw deep for once.
Well, and I think that was the other thing that maybe allowed Austin to squirt down the sideline for that 31-yard touchdown. Everybody fell asleep on him. I don't know.
Well, it helps when your O-line can actually hold up 5 seconds. You can actually throw the ball deep instead of getting hit before you launch it deep.
They did do it that.
Yeah, so you got to give kudos to the offensive line. So.
And I gotta hand it. You're right. I gotta hand it one more time. Here's a name that I thought we'd hear a lot of from the Ravens: Roquan Smith. And even though he led that team in tackles, does anybody really remember hearing his number 0's name called?
Once or twice.
I remember him playing, to be honest.
That's all it. I just want to point something out, guys. I was thinking about this, and this. At 2:17, I typed, here's what's going to happen. Lamar fucks up with an interception, penalty on a field goal attempt, lead extends to 14. No, that was after that happened. Harbaugh will fuck up at some point, too. Typical shitbirds.
Well, I'm not sure if Harbaugh was screwed up as much as maybe he did. Maybe he offended the refs, because the last 7 minutes of the fourth quarter, he spent a pretty good time browbeating those officials.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, you got to be effing kidding me. What? Yeah, he was, yeah.
So, I don't know, but it happens every game, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar just, like, for some reason, we got his kryptonite for the most part. I mean, last year, but I don't know. These big games, was it that big of a game? Was the game still big for him? I don't know. Sure was fun watching though.
Well,
And
what is he?
I mean, there were several passes where wide open, they just were in the dirt or.
Yeah. I mean, there are a few plays where Henry wide open on a big screenplay and missed that one by a mile.
Because I mean, is he 2-5 or 2-7 against us now? And I think he's 2-7 against us and 1-5 against Kansas City. We seem to be, those two teams are his kryptonite.
Yeah, he just can't do anything with it. And of course, on the defensive side of things, I would be remiss not to mention James Pierre with that interception. Again, another guy. Every time he's out there, dude, he's making it happen.
He is definitely starting to live up to, remember the self-proclaimed Pierre Island? And we really thought he was doing pretty good there coming out of training camp there a few years ago. And then he kind of fell back off again.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's
getting out of favor, so to speak.
Yeah, it's getting back to Pierre Island. Between him and Echols, those two have been a very, very well received fresh of breath air.
They have looked good in Friday Night Lights too. Looked good in training camp. Echols was all over the place in preseason too.
Yeah, and you know what? Even though we've been hard on this defense, I guess we do have to give them some props. I mean, because let's face it, you ended up bringing in Chuck Clark here. You just lost Slay. Thornhill walked out on you. I mean, we're mixing and matching. Jabel Peppers paid for the entire game for this time. Jalen Ramsey's back there playing safety, and he wasn't even brought here to play safety. He's brought here to play a mixture of everything.
But you know what, dude? He looks like he's loving it. He's hitting people, flying at people. They know he's out there. Trust me, that's a factor, no matter what.
And they're staying away from him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Stay far away from number 5.
So then, okay, so if we giving out offensive goblets, JT, who's our defensive gobbler?
Oh, gotta be Highsmith.
Highsmith.
Pretty smack.
Give it to Highsmith. Highsmith on the tackle.
Highsmith.
He's gonna give me another high smack if I goof off again.
Yeah, not only in the game, not only the sack, he was involved. A lot of pressures. He was getting pressure back there. Some tackles for losses. He was playing well. Some good, solid run tackles along the way. I mean, he's a big, strong force out there. Great run defense. See on the edge, pretty decent. So he played well. Got to give him one. And of course,
he was keeping containment on Lamar, so he didn't run out and beat us with his legs a few times.
Yeah, I think his only runs, and he looked kind of tentative about taking off too many times. He really did seem to take off that much. That first one, was like, I'm going to slide. I'm going to slide. Nobody hit me. I'm going to slide. But yeah, definitely got to go with my man Highsmith. TJ, we were talking. Was it behind in the green room, or were we on?
We're on show. I think we're talking about a few tackles for the loss where you got Henry beat him up a bit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all 6 of his tackles was on Henry. 4 of them at least behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. So tackles for loss, nice, good team.
He was living in the backfield the whole game.
But yet, what still baffled me when the dust settled and they had rung up 217 rushing yards on us, I was like, how the hell did that happen?
Well, when you add in Lamar at 50
in the fourth quarter,
yeah, a lot in the fourth quarter.
But that's still something we've got to shore up. We've got to shore that up.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be like 100. Yeah, we didn't allow 100-yard rusher, but we allowed over 200 yards rushing.
Well, they had 3 guys that were 50, probably, right?
Yeah, right. Well, have the box score here.
Well, producer, who's your Golden Goblet going to on defense?
Defense. Come on, I already said it's got to be Brandon Echols. He's been playing really good in the slot, especially for a guy. He's been making plays out of nowhere.
All right, so I'm going to throw one out there. Canoe Benton.
Yeah.
Had absolutely just 4 tackles, 1 solo, but he also had a crucial pass defended, and we didn't know if he was going to come back out on the field after the first quarter, if you all remember.
That's right.
Yeah, I was going to say he got jacked up on that play.
He got jacked up, and he sucked it up, and he come back out there, and basically he held down that middle. Without it, and look, when you don't hear from a guy, you know that's the guy who's doing his job, especially on this defensive line.
That's right. That's right. Well, I'm going to throw one more name out there on special teams. Has to be Skowronek.
Skowronek.
He also had 1 nice catch. He's got 4 catches on the year, but I swear every one of them has been noticeable.
Oh, yeah. He's a player. He's definitely a player. And the video of him playing gunner, and I think it was that last punt, was incredible. Went viral today. You guys see it? They have 2 guys on him. They were pushing him, holding him, pushed him out of bounds. He's falling down, getting back up, pushing them around. At one point, he's holding one on each hand, and they're still not getting him down yet. So
he wasn't giving up, was he?
Hell no. And you know what? It wasn't just that play, too. Every play, he was down there creating havoc. Yeah.
I mean, he's blocking his ass off, too.
Yeah. Got to give him the special teams goblet there.
Yeah. In all reality, I'm almost okay with just dropping Romo at this point or trading him and then get another wide receiver. And let's see what Ben's got the rest of the year for number 3. Maybe. Finally get rid of the ghost of Presley Harvin. Wait a minute. Just because old boy didn't shank one, didn't drive one a whole whopping 30 yards, averaged 48 yards a punt, we're going to go ahead and give him the golden goblin on special teams? Are you all right? I'll give it to him.
Yeah, after he's been struggling last month. It's good to see him get back to where he was.
Yeah, I'll give it to Wademan. I mean, he averaged 49 yards, man. That's 50 yards on 4 punts.
Yeah.
And he
it's still not as good as the Ravens guy. He kept bombing 55 yards every time.
Yeah, and if you recall, one of those plays, wasn't it towards the end there? I don't know if it was their last drive or the drive before last. They also got penalized, too.
That was the last punt that he booted at 53 yards. And then they turned around and got the holding call and then backed it clear back up there inside the 20. Or So kudos to him. That was a hell. Hey, he had 197 yards in punting. He did better than our running backs.
Needed every yard of it this game.
Well, I think to sum this up, guys, I think the Steelers kind of righted the ship for now. It doesn't get any easier with a team that's playing pretty good. I'm hoping for cold, blowy, snowy, harsh conditions because the Dolphins, like Tua, I guess, doesn't play as well in the cold.
We need a snowstorm.
Oh, yeah. How about like Buffalo? That would be cool. But yeah, the test continues. Can we stack them? Coming up against Miami. Prime time, Monday night, right?
Well, and you hit it right there. Can we stack them? But I'd be remiss if we didn't throw this out there. After this win, everybody kind of went to the defense of Mike Tomlin because of everything that, we know the story. But I thought it was interesting where DK Metcalf said that they didn't pay any attention to the outside noise, that he feels that Tomlin is a great leader for them. He's done nothing but take all the bullets when they were high, when they were low. He's been the guy who's been steady and always motivating them to play to their best. Now, we all thought he had lost the team. Do we take this as he hasn't lost the team? We just ain't figured out how to put it all together.
Yeah. They need to keep playing good for Tomlin.
What's this here, JT?
It says
I think he had some brown stuff on his nose there.
Oh, is that what it is? He was looking for an extra day off, veteran day off. A little brown nosing.
You need a little toilet break over there.
Yeah, I mean, what's he gonna say?
Well, and he's not the only one. I mean, it looks like Rodgers has come to the defense of him too last week, and I mean,
sure, and this week, yeah,
right. Yeah. I did like what Rodgers did say though after the game. When they asked him about the rivalry and this, that, and the other, he's like, it's very similar to the other one in the North. Always the same outcome, all the way down to the fourth quarter, decided by 3 points or less.
Yeah, we knew this game was coming down to 3 points.
Yeah, throw everything out the window.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Well, guys, we're up against the clock, man. Happy Victory Monday to Steeler Nation and all of us. Certainly is fun talking about the good things that happened. And we're always going to cover the not so good too. Those stomping grapes. But yeah, good to notch another win. Good to be back on top in the AFC North game.
First in the North.
Roan. So yeah, we'll see. Let's go. We need a primetime win. I didn't want to see any more primetime games, but we need a win Monday night. So anyhow,
only Dolphins, so we should be able to do it.
Yeah, well, could have circled that one earlier, but maybe not so. That's not a layup there, guys. We got to get back out and play. We got to keep that same intensity. Hopefully it notches up a bit, and we can really see what this team can do and play good football going into December. So anyhow, good to be with you guys. Good to notch another win. Careful in the hot tub, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Check back next week into the Steelers realm.